Hello, fellow Dage's fans. If you've been tuning into the sands of the hourglass like I have for decades, you know that the world of Salem is no stranger to drama, betrayal, and heart-wrenching secrets. From meeting the family's endless schemes to the Brady clan's who were 1965. But sometimes the real-life turmoil behind the cameras eclipses even the most explosive storylines. Today, we're diving deep into one such bombshell. Actress Lisa Rinna's explosive revelations about her time on the show, particularly her tumultuous relationship with co-star Robert Kelker-Kelly, Ren. In her brand new memoir, you better believe I'm going to talk about it, then it was a nightmare on set, turning what should have been a dream role into a living hell. If you're a diehard fan of Billie Reed and Brady's iconic romance, expand with wild the juicy details that make soap so addictive.
For those who might be newer to the DOOL universe or need a refresher, let's set the stage. Days of Our Lives isn't just a soap. It's an institution. Created by Ted Corday and Betty Corday, the show debuted on NBC and has since become a staple of daytime television, blending romance, mystery, and supernatural twists in the fictional town of Salem. Over the years, it's given us legendary super couples like Bo and Hope, whose epic love story has spanned decades, complete with presumed deaths, amnesia, and everything in between. But in the early 1990s, the show was in a transitional phase. Peter Reckell, the original Bo Brad, your rugged, motorcycle-riding hero with a heart of gold, had stepped away from the role in 1992 after portraying the character on and off since 1983. Enter Robert Kelker-Kelly, a fresh face from another world, who took over as Bo. Kelker-Kelly brought a brooding intensity to the part, but as we'll see, that intensity allegedly spilled over into real life in troubling ways. It was around this time that Lisa Rinna burst onto the scene as Billie Reed, a character who would become one of the show's most memorable heroines. Rinna, then a rising star in her late 20s, joined the cast in 1992, bringing her signature energy and charisma to Billie, a troubled young woman with a past riddled with addiction and heartache. Billie arrived in Salem as a struggling singer, hooked on cocaine, believing her father was dead, and with only her brother, Austin Reed, played by Patrick Muldoon, and later Austin Peck, as family. Her early days were marked by desperation, living on the streets, fighting her demons, and slowly finding redemption through friendships like the one with Carrie Brady Christy Clark. But it was her connection with Bo Brady that truly catapulted Billie and Renee into the spotlight. The Bo and Billie storyline was pure soap gold, filled with twists that kept viewers hooked. It all started innocently enough. Bo, still grieving the presumed death of his great love, Hope Brady Christian Alfonso, crossed paths with Billie during one of her lowest points. As a cop with a soft spot for the underdog, Bo helped Billie get clean, supporting her through withdrawal and encouraging her to rebuild her life. Their chemistry was electric from the start. Those early scenes where Bo rescues Billie from a seedy bar or helps her land a singing gig at the Cheatin' Heart are still fan favorites. But things escalated dramatically when Billie's abusive ex-husband, Curtis Reed Nick Benedict, was murdered in 1993. Billie became the prime suspect, and Bo, convinced of her innocence, went to great lengths to prove it. This included undercover work, tense courtroom dramas, and revelations that shook Salem to its core. Turns out, Stefano DiMera Joseph Mascolo had framed Billie after killing Curtis in self-defense. As Bo fought for Billie's freedom, their bond deepened into a passionate romance. Fans ate it up. Forbidden love, the high-stakes drama, the intimate moments that had us all swooning. Remember the iconic scenes where Bo proposes to Billie amid the chaos of her trial, or their first wedding, which was interrupted by the shocking return of Gina, also Christian Alfonso, a woman who bore an uncanny resemblance to Hope. It turned out Gina was Hope with amnesia, thanks to one of Stefano's diabolical plots. Bo and Billie's marriage was annulled when Hope's memories returned, but that didn't stop the love triangle from raging on. Billie, heartbroken but resilient, left for Europe briefly, only to return just as Bo and Hope were set to remarry. Cue more drama. The storm strands Bo and Billie on an island, leading to hypothermia-fueled close calls and naked survival tactics that Hope misunderstood. Then there was the undercover drug sting where Bo and Billie posed as a couple to take down Kingpin J.L. King, complete with a fake marriage and a tragic stillbirth in the bayou after Billie got pregnant. Throughout it all, Bo and Billie's relationship was a roller coaster of passion and pain. They won the Soap Opera Digest Award for Hottest Soap Couple in 1995, a testament to the sizzling on-screen dynamic that Rinna and Kelker-Kelly created. But here's where the fairy tale shatters. Behind those steamy love scenes and tender embraces, Rinna alleges a toxic nightmare was unfolding. In her memoir, she doesn't hold back, naming Kelker-Kelly as one of Hollywood's biggest bullies and detailing how he allegedly turned her dream job into a daily ordeal. Behind the scenes, we hated each other, Rinna writes, recalling how she thanked him in her Newcomer of the Year acceptance speech at the Soap Opera Digest Awards, all while seething inside. Rinna paints a vivid picture of the alleged abuse, describing Kelker-Kelly as horrible to her and going so far as to call his behavior verbally abusive. He was, she claims, passive-aggressive, manipulative, and played weird mind games. Imagine showing up to work every day, not knowing if you'd get the nice Robert or the dark Robert, a ticking time bomb whose unpredictability left her exhausted and on edge. The intimate scenes, often requiring them to be half-naked, amplified the tension. I had to work with him every day, often in a state of near nudity for the intimate scenes, Rinna recounts. If she didn't comply with his demands, he'd allegedly resort to the silent treatment, creating an icy atmosphere on set that made filming unbearable. This wasn't just professional friction, Rinna says it left lasting scars. I'm still indecisive and insecure on men, she admits in the book, linking her ongoing struggles directly to that experience. She regrets not standing up to him more forcefully, explaining she was too young and eager to keep her awesome new job to risk making waves. But hindsight is 20/20, and Rinna now asserts that if Kelker-Kelly tried that behavior today, he would never get away with it. Her strength shines through in these pages, transforming personal pain into a powerful narrative of resilience. And Rinna wasn't the only one affected. Reports from the time and subsequent interviews suggest Kelker-Kelly's behavior extended to others. Actress Crystal Chapel ex-Scarlett Manning has spoken out about similar issues, hinting at a problematic set dynamic. Even more chilling, after Kelker-Kelly's abrupt departure in 1995, officially cited as creative differences or artistic reasons, NBC reportedly provided Rinna and Christian Alfonso with full security details. He allegedly disappeared from the show without warning, leaving cast and crew unsettled. Kelker-Kelly went on to roles like Stavros Kassadini on General Hospital, but his time in Salem remains shrouded in controversy. Looking back, it's astonishing how Rinna channeled that off-screen hatred into on-screen magic. Fans adored Beau and Billie's forbidden love, rooting for them even as Hope's shadow loomed large. The storyline explored themes of redemption, second chances, and the complexities of love, mirroring real-life struggles in a way that resonated deeply. Billie's journey from addict to businesswoman she later ran Countess Wilhelmina Cosmetics was inspiring, and her relationships with family like Kate Roberts' Lauren Koslow, her long-lost mother, added layers of emotional depth. After leaving DOOL in 1995, Rinna's career skyrocketed. She landed the role of Taylor McBride on Melrose Place, bringing her soap-owned drama skills to primetime. Then came reality TV stardom on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where her unfiltered personality made her a fan favorite or villain, depending on the season. She's danced on Dancing with the Stars, competed on The Traitors, and built a beauty empire with Rinna Beauty. Through it all, she's remained connected to her DOOL roots, reprising Billie in 2002-2003, 2012-2013, 2018, and even in the spin-off Beyond Salem in 2021. Each return reminds us why Billie Reed endures. She's a survivor, much like Rinna herself. This revelation in Rinna's memoir isn't just gossip, it's a stark reminder of the human cost behind our favorite escapism. In the Medu era, stories like this highlight how power imbalances on set can devastate lives. Soap operas thrive on conflict, but no one should endure real abuse for art's sake. Rinna's courage in sharing this after 3 decades speaks volumes about her growth. She's no longer the insecure newcomer, but a force to be reckoned with.
So what do you think, Salem enthusiasts? Does this change you those classic Beau and Billie episodes? Were you team Beau Billie or always rooting for Beau Hope? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't picked up Rinna's memoir yet, it's a must-read for any soap aficionado. Until next time, remember, like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.